to attention, and I'm pretty surprised I didn't notice it earlier, but particularly I think it was like Ramadan, the last Hijri year. It was 1446 and 2025 calendar year is when I noticed, but it's been going on longer. That those, I don't know who's running these YouTube channels, even if it belongs to very well renowned scholars and Qurra, maybe I don't know if there's somebody else who just focuses on the video titles and the editing, but like they have now got to the level of clickbait ilm. Clickbait ilm. In the sense that, let's say, okay, you have a dars, a lecture, you have a khutbah, you even have like a clip of recording of salah or Quran. The content of that, you put whatever ayah number of the surah and the name of the reciter, okay. Or you put the topic of the khutbah, or you put the topic of the whole title for so many channels. The whole title has nothing to do with the surah, has nothing to do with the ayah, has nothing to do with the topic of the khutbah. It's clickbait. This will change your life. It will soften your heart. Recitation you've never heard before. Out of this world khutbah. Like, la ilaha. Like, where is, I'm not even saying this title reflects the intention of the person who did it, because we don't know. Is this the same person who's putting their content out there? I would not think any person would, but whoever is now trying to get mass views off of it, they also need an intention for Allah Azza wa Jal, and they have an amana, they have a trust when it comes to knowledge. Like, يعني subhanallah, it's not a bida'a, it's not a commodity you trade with and sell. So now imagine if a person just wants to know, what is the subject? What is this about? Which surah is this? Which ayah is this? It became nothing but adjectives that are trying to mass spread and mass attract the viewer. But where is action in this? Where is action when you hear those ayats or you hear that khutbah? Whether you like it or not is not the point. You have to make action. And imagine all of these internet apps and social media, avenues of spreading content of ilm and deen. This is a gift of Allah Azza wa Jal. I remember, growing up in the 90s, how valuable one audio cassette of some of the ulama was. Sometimes that audio cassette would be shared with like a dozen friends. And the amount of benefit, I still remember certain quotes from them. I still remember. Some of them were recorded way back in the 60s, 70s, 80s. The audio content wasn't that good, the mic was not good. But I think Allah knows best. Those people's goal, and Allah knows what's in the heart, was action. When they heard this tape, subhanallah, may Allah reward. I won't mention his name, but there was one uncle that used to come to the masjid when he lived in my city or area in Richmond. And how many beneficial tapes he benefited from, he was shared. And I still remember from them some of the lectures of Sheikh Abdul Hamid Kishk rahimahullah, Sheikh Muhammad Mukhtar Al-Shinqiti rahimahullah. But now we have all of this editing, all of this, high quality mics, high quality cameras. You even got all kind of, what's it called? I don't know what the right name for it is, but not even the recording equipment, but you have the certain LED lights that are not on camera to make the image clear for the sheikh when he's speaking, or they put behind a banner. As all these other props. But how much action is there? I'm not speaking ill of the scholars. I'm just saying those who listen and what they look for. How much action is there? So, of course, it's another topic, but when the person speaks, what they should actually fulfill, because that's a part of our religion. I don't remember exactly if the quote belongs to Ali radiallahu anhu or not. I don't want to misquote him. But the way the person speaks is a either way to attract or repel people from the religion of Allah, right? In its comprehensive meaning. That's its own rule. But the priority never becomes what is my receptivity or what is my favorability of the way the speaker makes me feel. My feeling is not who I worship. I worship Allah. And I have to submit my feelings, or I have to suppress my feelings